What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jared Hamilton. I'm really glad that you're here. If you haven't already, be sure and subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell. That way you know every time a new video comes out. But in today's video, I wanted to go a little bit more in depth off of a really popular Instagram post that I made. I'll put the post right like here. I want to talk to you specifically about why weight loss alone is overrated. And a lot of people are like, well, that's really weird. You're a coach. Like, why would you say that? But I want to talk to you about why weight loss is overrated, but get into what is underrated around the subject of weight loss. So let's get into it. So here's the thing, why weight loss is overrated by itself. Because so many people, maybe you, I don't know, lose weight, you still are scared of food. You still are terrified of gaining the weight back. You still feel anxious around birthday cake. You feel like you can't go on dates with your partner because you're afraid it's gonna sabotage everything. That's the issue. It's not just about weight loss. It's about changing your whole life, because in my experience, they don't wanna just lose weight. They want to achieve what I call mastery. And that's what this is about, is gaining mastery over a few things. Now you'll wanna watch the whole video because I'm gonna talk about this last piece right here. That is the absolute most important concept in this entire video if you take anything away from this. When you gain mastery, this is the biggest thing people have issues with. They think when you focus on other things like your emotions, your thoughts, all these other things, they go, oh Jared, but I still need to lose the weight. Like, I get that. But here's the thing, you don't wanna just lose weight, right? That's part of the game. But again, you may have gone through this or probably know several people who have lost the weight, but their life still sucks. They're not happy. They're trapped mentally and emotionally. Number one isn't just about losing weight, because a lot of people lose weight and gain it back. So the first one here is about achieving mastery over your body. That means it's strong. That means you feel really good. That means you love the way you look. That's the whole reason why people want to lose weight, is because the goal is to look better and to feel better. But too often people lose weight and then they're perpetually still hating their body. They're constantly worried about what it looks like. Then on top of it, they hate the way it feels. Imagine what it would be like having mastery over your body. It's strong, it's resilient, it feels amazing, you have lots of energy. And on top of it, you love the way you look naked. Again, the goal isn't to lose weight. The goal is to have mastery over your body and physique. Next is mastery over your mind. Imagine what it would feel like to be just mentally strong, mentally resilient, mentally bulletproof. To be honest, mentally happy. Isn't the whole point of losing weight is because you think you'll be happier? But how many people do we know lose the 30 pounds they wanted to lose, but they're less confident, they're not happy. All they think about is what they still hate about themselves, and their mind is totally off. That's why one of my favorite things I talk about is your mindset and headspace. But imagine if you had mastery over your mind, right? You knew what thoughts were true, you knew what thoughts were not true. You were able to decipher what doesn't serve you. But if your goal is just weight loss and nothing else, you're gonna have a really hard time gaining mastery over all this stuff. You're not gonna have mastery over your body. You're not gonna have mastery over your mind. Number three, mastery over food. I know a lot of people who lose all the weight they want to lose, but they have no mastery over food. They lost their weight by starving themselves. They lost their weight by never going on date night. They lost their weight demonizing and exiling their favorite foods. They lost weight by never having birthday cake at their kids' birthdays anymore. They lost weight by being a horrible example to their kids around food. Again, if your goal is simply weight loss and nothing else, you can mess your whole life up. This is about mastery, which includes mastery of food. That means no guilt, no deprivation, no exiling, no binge eating, no being scared of food, no avoiding foods. Imagine being able to eat whatever you want, whenever you want, not struggle, not be deprived, not hate your life, not be scared of social events. That is what having mastery around food is about. Number four, mastery over your emotions. This is a big one. How often do your emotions lead you astray? How often do you use food and weight loss to hide from things like anxiety, to hide and distract from things like fear, stress, sadness, all of these things? When it comes to things like binge eating, emotional eating, suppressing negative emotions with food, that's not mastery. I know a lot of people who, again, lose a lot of weight, but their emotional intelligence and their emotions, their mental health around their emotions are trashed. You have to understand, this is not about weight loss, this is about total mastery. That's what's underrated. But that's not very sexy or shiny, which is why the industry doesn't talk about it very much. It's about quick fix weight loss, who cares what happens to you? No, that's not what this is about. This is about gaining mastery over your life so you don't have to be constantly trying to lose weight. And if you stuck around to the end, this is the big one. Mastery over yourself. This is an all-encompassing thing. This is not just losing weight. This is mastery over yourself as a human. Everything. My goal with this video is to just change your perspective on how you approach weight loss. We can tackle all these. Gaining mastery of your body, that's simple. Gaining mastery over your mind, your food, your emotions, that stuff is simple. We can go through each one of those because at the end of the day, this is about not just weight loss. This is about gaining mastery over you. If you go through this weight loss game and all of a sudden you're struggling with emotional eating, or if you're going through this and your thoughts are leading you astray with your mind, or if you're going through this and it doesn't matter what you do, you just hate the way you look and feel. If you're constantly scared of food, these are little red flags saying, hey, we struggle with this. Hey, we don't have mastery over this yet. And that's why I want you to start thinking about this, about total and complete mastery over yourself, and not just about the low frequency energy of let's lose weight as fast as possible. If you stuck around for the whole video, I hope you enjoyed it. If this intrigues you and you're like, you know, I would like to really learn more about this stuff, I would start listening to my podcast. That'd be a great place to start. I'll leave the link down below. If you want to read the actual Instagram post I made, I'll leave that in the description as well. That way you can follow me there. But otherwise, the whole point of this video is just to plant some seeds and make you start thinking about weight loss just a little bit different. And be sure, if you haven't already, subscribe, turn on notifications. That way you know when I have a new video, and I'll talk to you next time.